Pawn Stars is a television series that opens doors to the only family-run pawn shop in Las Vegas, where 3 generations of the Harrison family use your skills to figure out what's real, what's fake, and how much things are worth. With almost 11 years on the air, things can get a little tight in the friendship sector. Welcome to Film Time, where today we'll be reviewing 10 reasons why Rick from Pawn Stars hates Chumlee. Before we begin this video, I'd like to remind you to leave a like to let us know you want more content just like this, and don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss out on any of our new uploads. First up, we have reason number 1. Rick and Chumlee don't really have the time to talk to each other, so they don't make much of an effort to become friends. Both Rick and Chumlee are on a very busy schedule and don't have too much time to talk about whatever they please. That means their time of bonding is spent less on a friendship and more on their next move for their show will be. Once their day of work is over, they probably want to go home and relax rather than talking to their co-workers all day. Next is reason number 2. Chumlee owns a candy store. Chumlee's candy store, which is located right across the street of the pawn shop, has been a big object of controversy for the 2 stars. Rick dislikes how Chumlee spends a lot of time in the candy store managing it and thinking about it rather than focusing on the pawn shop. If he would focus less on his candy store and more on the shop, this would benefit Rick and his store. Rick obviously doesn't want all his attention on the store lost. The next center of controversy is reason number 3, the store's origins. Rick has had a special connection to the pawn shop as it was passed on to him from his dying father. Chumlee, on the other hand, is just an employee who came along at some point of the story's timeline. This in turn leads to a lot of debate as whether Rick feels the superior in the shop and in reality owns it, while Chumlee is inferior to him. This has caused much drama between the 2 for a very long time now. Almost halfway through the video, we have reason number 4. Chumlee is, well, not as bright when it comes to decisions. Chumlee, occasion after occasion, has purchased items in the pawn shop without really thinking it through. Many times without checking to see it with an expert to validate realism. He even once bought a potato that had a not so believable or reasonable story behind it. Nobody wants to work with someone who shows a huge amount of incompetence. Halfway through the video, we have reason number 5. Chumlee has been charged for many crimes and been caught and has over 20 felonies. Rick doesn't like being around someone who broke the law or hiring him at such a huge scale and doesn't want someone with all these tags working at his store or really on the show. Although there's nothing much Rick can do about it, he certainly doesn't like Rick's history. Now that we're halfway through the video, I'd like to remind you to leave a like so we know to make more videos just like this, and don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss out on any of our future videos. Moving on, we have reason number 6. Chumlee is very annoying and an overall silly character in the Pawn Stars show. Whether this is intended or not by the producers, we don't know, but countless times Chumlee has been portrayed as the less sharp one of the group, even once falling for a prank where he thought he won the lottery. At times, this can heavily bother Rick, especially since he once got in a fight with a prank caller instead of just hanging up. Rick having to constantly correct him can be quite annoying, tedious, and another reason why he hates Chumlee. Even worse is reason number 7, because Chumlee has cost the show more than $20,000 just because he broke something. In addition to that, has made many other mistakes. Most of these mistakes were immature actions and things that could have been easily avoided, but Chumlee did not. Rick, without righteousness, gets very angry at these instances and heavily disapproves of Chumlee's actions. It's no wonder that this is one of the many reasons why Rick hates Chumlee. Next is reason number 8. They are both tired of having to pretend like they're friends on the show, and have had their friendship growing with tensions over the years. Having to be forced to play nice and smile while on camera can be very stressful for some, and not fun, especially if you're in disagreement with some of these actions. Imagine spending 11 years working with someone and you are never allowed to argue or disagree because millions of people are watching through a tiny screen. Chumlee has insulted and made fun of Rick many times, and this has led to salty, tense friendship. On many occasions, Chumlee has gone after Rick and made statements that are not very pleasing to him, and the same goes for Rick. When someone's in disagreement and enters an argument, you tend to be rather blunt than usual. This has led to their friendship to be heavily affected and Rick been bothered by how Chumlee acts. And finally, we have reason number 10. Chumlee has stolen a lot of money from Rick and the shop for his own personal use. All the time you see these stars riding around in expensive cars and using cool gadgets, but Chumlee has a different idea of what work means. He has a tendency of taking company money and using it for his own personal benefit, even if they have absolutely nothing to do with the show or the shop. Some rumors have even gone around saying that he stole money from the pawn shop to fund and start his own candy store across the street. This is more than enough to bother Rick and is another one of the main reasons why he hates Chumlee. Well, that is all from Film Time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like so we know to make more just like it, and don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss out on any future videos. If you want to, press the notification bell so you are notified every time we release a new video. We'll see you all next time.